did the other day.
Guys, day 76. Pete's talking to our brother Mark. Chief, we got to get our chores done. I see the weather window. We need to get this boat ready to go. Woo! Woo! Our brother's actually visiting our sister. And where you at, Mark? Kansas City.
Ain't that where the Wizard of Oz is?
Chief, we got to run this wire. I got to talk to George today. We got things to do. Is the coffee brewing?
Coffees are brewing.
Let's see.
I'm going to turn this up so you can see your water.
No, I don't need to turn it up. Coffee's brewing, Chief.
All right, Mark, I'll talk to you.
Looks like slick calm out there. What could get hurt out there in that, huh? I haven't seen conditions like that. I don't think I've ever seen conditions like that.
Well, maybe you need to turn it out the other direction.
It looks pretty calm to me, Chief. All right, Chief. Another thing, I don't know if these people on YouTube realize this, but we do a little fasting once in a while, like 24-hour fast. We never eat before lunchtime. Well, we try not to. Sometimes it's too good. But this morning, it's going to be enjoy coffee. And you know what? You ain't eating until noon tomorrow. Do you know that? Yeah. If we even eat then. I might go for a 2-day.
I'm willing to go for a 2-day.
I feel...
Might get a little hangry.
I'm feeling a little chubby.
I'm feeling a little moist in the tummy.
Anyway, today, Chief, I'd like to wash these windows if we get a chance. I know we always say we're going to do all these big projects and we don't get done because we get tied up in these other little projects. But I'm going to be jacked up about getting my shower bilge. That was nasty last night, cleaning out that shower bilge. There ain't nothing worse than your shower bilge on a boat. Nothing. That is the worst project. It's the nastiest. Chief, that's what I want to see right there, Chief.
Look at that.
Look at that. And this air conditioner, we need to get it bearing C ready. This air conditioner's actually been one of the best purchases we made. Me and the owner bought it, and we used it as the main air conditioner in the entire trip.
Yeah.
Now this one was not the cheap one. This one was like $700-800. I think it might even been a little more than that. But it also created heat, so it's been a great value. But when it makes heat, it dumps a ton of water. So that's what we're dealing with. One of the projects we're dealing with is we can't just let it. We used to be able to just open the drain up once every 2 or 3 days. Can't do that when it's in the heat mode. So we've got to go get a 90-degree. Then I think we're going to jack it up on 2x4s so it has a little bit more of a drain. And then we're going to run a line down here and then over to the into a 5-gallon bucket because it's that much water. So that's what we're going to do. And we also need to tie this thing in very, very well, because when we're flopping around in 12-foot seas, in bearing seas, Chief, I don't need that thing flying all over the place. When that thing came loose, I looked over there. Actually, I was able to secure it fairly quickly. I just had to move a line, and then it held. And then I wedged the 2 tables in and got it secured, and it actually worked pretty well. But you're trying to do that in 7-8 foot seas. It was miserable at the moment I was doing it. You were sleeping when all that happened. All right, let me reiterate that. You were laying down.
Just holding on.
Trying to absorb the beating that we were taking from the bed. A couple big things happened this morning, Chief, and what I need to do is ohm out a few wires. So we need to find me a very long, like a 10-foot long piece of wire. I'm not going to shock you, Chief, so I just need you to hold the wire on where I tell you to. It's just ohming the wire out. There's no voltage, okay? Don't get all freaking jittery on me.
All right. All right, Pop.
We're so close now. I even booked my plane ticket. How's that sound, Chief?
Sounds pretty good.
You washing all the windows?
Yeah.
We go to Home Depot. You got to get some Windex?
Yeah. Just get one more thing of Windex probably.
Okay. You're going to wash all these windows, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Well, the only ones I can't get are those outside windows, the ones that drive me nuts, too.
But you can get the ones oh, you can't. There's no way.
It's too high.
You know what? Maybe we can take the scrub brush later if we get time.
We already did that.
Oh.
We just did that the other day.
Oh, with soap and water. Okay. So guys, I want to share this with you real quick because as you know, I like to help when I can and just stuff that I've learned over time. So if you really need to learn how to operate a voltmeter and you need to be pretty efficient with it, whether your boat is 12 volt, 110, this thing kind of does it all. This is not the one I recommend because they make one with a 12 volt current check, and this one doesn't have that. It has AC current, but not DC current voltage. So the Klein makes one. So I will be switching and upgrading this in the future. I won't buy another one of these. But what I wanted to show you here is the difference in the clips. So when you buy it, technically they come with these clips right here. Not clips, but the probes. And I really recommend that you spend and get, the alligator clips as well. That's an extra option that you'll have to buy. Amazon sells them, only like $4 or $5. But I have both of my right now leads, and then I can take the other end of this wire right here and I can go touch it and check ohm fairly easy by myself without any help. And so these alligator clips are very, very handy when you need them. So just a quick little trade secret. So guys, I believe this wire right here runs out and runs down, and this is the wire that I'm connected to right now. So if I turn this on, I should hear a little sound from my voltmeter. Yeah, so you hear it? So that means that this is this wire right here. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm going to ohm out all three of these wires, make sure that they're what I think they are, and then I will proceed. And then I'm going to draw out a little wiring diagram of how I'm going to wire the shower sump pump with the bilge pump float switch and be able to turn this on manually like you're supposed to be able to, hooked to the correct battery. Chief, it's really emotional about watching some of the comments from because now everybody's seeing what we went through. And one thing I want to iterate is those conditions, the only thing that made them look worse than anything we'd been through was that north wind, because that's what pushed the water over the bow of the boat. We were in similar situations, nothing that bad, because that was swell and wind wave. And we never got into anything that high, but we were in that type of swell where it doesn't look as rough on camera because you're not getting the water up over top of the boat. And then when there's a guy that made the comment saying, why didn't you have your life jacket on? And the reason we did talk about that, he said, I said, Pete, do you think you should put a life jacket on? And his exact words were, for what? It's the water temperature's 49 degrees. If I hit it, what is going to prolong me at 4 or 5 minutes? You know what I'm saying? And you just said, no, I'm going to go out without it. So we did talk about it. Jay, if you cleaning this mess up,
Trying to recover.
You start all the way at the front of the boat and you're working your way all the way to the back.
All the way to the back.
Nice. Have you done the bilges yet, or are you still got to
No, I haven't.
This is
when
all
I get to the bilges, I'll do them.
This is all dry vacuuming.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys, so I've taken the switch apart. So my end goal here is to be able to switch this pump off, because what happens in rough seas, I was just talking to Pete about this, is that float switch comes up, it turns on, and the pump is running while the boat's running. So we don't want that. So I want to be able to switch that off, the float switch off and the pump off. So when you jump in the shower, there's a manual switch that you would hit to turn the whole system on. And then you would either it would be automatic because the float switch would work, or you can hit the manual switch in here in the bathroom and turn your pump on that way as well. So right now I'm going to hardwire it all with just using wire nuts, make sure everything works the way I want it to. And then I'll start putting the blocks and the fuses and everything else that it needs to make that work. But right now I'm just testing, ohming out wires, finding out where everything goes, and then I will hook it all together, test it, and then it's just a matter of running each wire and ending them, terminating them into blocks and fuses and stuff like that. All right, guys. So what I did is this Garmin right here was the original one that when we picked the boat up, that's what we had. And that is wired down to this 12-volt panel right here. And so I'm going to use the switch, and I went down and I checked my power coming off of there, and I have good 12-volt power. And so what I'm going to do is use that switch now. And so instead of it, we'll use that as a shower bilge, because I really don't have any 12-volt switching on this boat. But that'll fuse it and switch it all at the same time. So I think it's a good find, and it's a piece of equipment we do not use anymore. All right, guys, the moment of truth. And then I'll go ahead and relabel all of these while I'm doing this. So right here I have my fuse and my switch. So right now, if I turn that switch on, I always get nervous when I turn a switch on for the first time when I've rewired it. So what I do is turn the switch on. Now, right now, I should have, the shower should be on the float switch, or I can turn it on manually from inside the shower. A lot of wires doing a lot of different things here, but let's go see if I got it right. Okay, so technically I should be able to come up in here, and if it's working correctly, which it's on. So two things are happening right now. Either the switch is on or the float is up. So let's check. So I should be able to turn this switch on. Yep, even the light came on. Now that's probably the wrong voltage. That's probably 24 volt. It's 12 volts, so it looks a little dim. But that right there, I heard the pump kick on. Shut that off. That shuts off the pump, and it did. Now, let's go check the float switch. So I should be able to pick up the float switch. Even with that switch off, this should come on. It does. And float switch down, and that pump goes off. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. So now what I can do is I'll put everything to the blocks, and it's super easy now. It's just time consuming because you got to take each wire, run them to the different blocks, and each wire does something a little bit different because there's a lot of different things going on here. But the system's working properly. And one of the big problems we've had on this trip, and especially when we're in these head seas, is when the boat is bouncing around. This is the very bow of the boat. That float switch comes up, and then it keeps the pump on, and then it runs down that battery. That's why we had a little issue with our batteries here, because we haven't been running the generator or plugged into electricity much. And so they were using the 12 volt. They just had a straight wire run from this pump over to the, what do I want to say? This is the guy right here. The thruster battery, and it would just wear that one battery down. So now we won't have that issue anymore because we are not on that. And I can also just now, it's fused, and I can just shut it off. Like when nobody's taking a shower, just shut the damn thing off. And you don't even have to worry about it. Because when it's off, it won't work on the float switch or the manual switch in the bathroom. So when you go take a shower, or when the boat's parked, you can pretty much just leave it on all the time. But when we're moving and we're underway, we'd want to shut it on and off as we're taking showers and not taking showers. Chief, it worked absolutely perfect. So now when we're underway, we'll shut that switch off. You want to go take a shower, you turn the switch on. And when you're done in the shower while we're underway, that switch will always be off unless you're taking a shower. Does that make sense? So, Chief, you're in here, you're cleaning the bilges of the port and the starboard. You know, another thing, as you can grab my stick, and I'd like to, if it's not too, change out these blankets underneath the engines.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but do we want to do that when we do the final oil change?
I might actually let you, don't do it, because you're going to stay with the yacht a few days after I leave.
I'll go down and pull everything out and clean it up the best I can. That'll be 1 day's work total.
Correct.
And then it'll all look nice for him. Instead of, if we do it now, then we're going to have to do it again.
Yeah, so let's, that's our plan, okay?
Yeah. Because I'm going to stay with it. Even if I do it right there and they just have to take it that last 100 miles, who cares?
Correct, yep. I think you'll be with the boat all the way till it does its final destination.
Yeah, I think so too.
Anyway, so Pete's pulling out the panel. These are like the bilges right in front of the starboard and the port bilge. in front of the motors. We've never got any water inside the bilges of the engine compartments. So right now he's just in there cleaning and wiping them down, cleaning them, and making sure there's no water. There hasn't been any excess water from...
No,
okay,
nothing.
good. Perfect. It's a one Uber driver town. Do you work 7 days a week?
Yeah, I usually do.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're trying to debate how many rides a day you get usually.
Oh, it all depends. Yesterday I had, oh God, I didn't have anything until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I had 8.
Nice.
8 rides?
Right. Oh, in a row. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Chief, what happened? No Uber?
Oh, he's back.
He's back. Nice. So we got a few things to complete a couple more projects. I want to get those outlets done, Chief. That's my big thing. How long before our Uber driver shows up?
Less than a minute.
Chief, you think that? When's the last time you think that boat moved? It's been a while, huh? It's been a minute.
A bottle of bleach.
You have to buy about what?
5 gallon
Bucket. Yeah, you could. Looks like a pretty cool boat, actually.
It's one of those trawler.
Yeah, like a motor sailor. Whew.
It'd be a good liveaboard.
Chief, I wish we had time to do the stuff we did to Didronimus before we left. You know, like that bilge, this,
Yeah, but you know what?
the bath, everything.
We don't know.
Right.
It's just more time and more money.
All right, guys, end of day 76. Just boat projects and waiting out weather. That's all we're doing. Anyway, peace out. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. You have no idea. And remember, live life with no regret. We do. And thanks again. Appreciate it. Bye.